First off, we want to give you guys kind of a first look at a quality of life improvement that we're working on that will be coming in Season 3 that I think a lot of you have been asking for. I think we got Drew ready over there to show us a little something. So, hey Rick, why don't we cut over? What's Drew checking out right now? Oh, okay, all right. So we got some training ground going.
Where's Bloodhound?
Wait a minute. What's different here? We're switching characters? Wait a minute. Oh, he's got to show that. Oh, of course, showing off. Swinging into the banner.
Face plants into his own card.
So, by popular request, we are going to be updating Training Ground, which I believe will be called Firing Range.
Yep.
That you will be able to go into, and as you can see, we have laid out all the sweet loot. We have dummies there with shields and stuff you can shoot. You can use your abilities. You will be able to switch your character. Chad, anything else sort of like you guys, what you guys are planning to do for this?
Well, I think it creates a new place for us to experiment and add on. There's obviously been a pretty big demand for it. Currently people go into training, go through the first phase of training to get to the firing range, and that didn't seem like something we would want our fans to have to do. So I think this should help. You know, you can do your character abilities, you can do your ultimate, your tactical, kind of play around with different characters. You're not trying to learn a new character when you're in a fight. And you can also bring your squad mates in here with you. So you can mess around. Maybe there's two of you, you're waiting for your buddy to sign on and fill out the trios. So I think it's a good space for people to use for various reasons. Aim practice, character learning.
Yeah, one of the things I'm excited to use this for are things like when meta changes or new loot enters into it. So like, for example, the 2 new hop-ups we did for Season 3.
Yeah.
Being able to play test those in kind of a safe environment and just shoot them around, and when we're making meta changes to weapons to get a sense of what those feel like. I think this is like a great starting point too of just like sort of to your point, like there's a lot of potential things that can do this and grow over time, and I'm sure players will continue to give us really good feedback for that. So for all of you out there, this is coming in Season 3. We are going to have a really fun training ground here for you guys where, like I said, you can equip all the stuff, shoot the weapons, eventually get in with your squad and use your abilities. It's been fun to kind of switch from one guy to the other. Ramey, I was talking to before this, who's done a lot of work on this, he was, it's kind of fun to drop like Octane's like jump pad and then switch over to Gibraltar and leap off that. That's like just, yeah, it's great. I hope it's something that really helps for new players as well.
Yeah, looking forward to the feedback. Because it's very similar to training, we did get some feedback on places like Reddit and whatnot, and that's why the dummies were put in there. So yeah, feedback's good. It's definitely a place we can improve, but it's a good addition to Season 3.
Our big marquee piece is doing a brand new mode. This is so exciting because it's just super fun to play, and 2, it's like our first non-survival mode.
Yes.
Which is really cool. So why don't you guys talk a little bit? So this is going to take place on a nighttime spooky version of Kings Canyon that our team just did an incredible job with. I love the new skybox. It looks amazing. So we're just going to look at a few fly-through shots here. Why don't you guys talk a little bit about the mode itself?
Sure. It's Shadowfall, and it's actually done by the same guy who did for all the Titanfall fans the time shift level.
That's right. Shout out to Jake Keating.
It's kind of his baby, so he's put a lot of work and effort into it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You dive in solo mode, the beginning of the mode, and then kind of fight it out for a while, and when you die, you come back as a Shadow Legend, and
dive in, and you're like super fast. You've got your melee. You can climb walls.
Got your powerful melee attack. Yeah.
It's been really fun. It's one of those play tests that always feels really lively when we're downstairs and you're seeing people that are checking it out. There's so much more to show on this mode, but you guys are going to have to wait till next week to see the really, really good stuff. We got a really great trailer for this that's really going to show it off in action, but the mode will be available for the 3 weeks, and last but not least coming with this event, of course, is the top 5 wins, double XP. weekend that will be running from October 25th through the 28th, and it's going to be a blast. And even